Dude, I think on paper, that's probably one of the best workouts of my life. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? We are back with episode 2 of training to try and break 64 minutes in the half marathon, which is an average mile pace of 4:53 per mile. I'm gonna be racing in the elite field of the half marathon during Grandma's Marathon Weekend in Duluth, Minnesota on June 21st. If you don't know me, go check out the first episode of this series when you're done with this video. I talk a lot about my background, who I am, why I'm doing this, everything in between. If you did see that video, welcome back. Not gonna be wasting too much time today, gonna be getting straight into some training. Right now it's Tuesday night, about 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna be winding down shortly to get ready and go to bed early because I've got a pretty big workout tomorrow morning. I've got 12 by 1K with 60 seconds jogging rest. I love workouts like this, just a good amount of threshold type effort volume. That's all for tonight. Catch you in the morning for the workout. Good morning, everybody. It's 5:15 right now on Wednesday morning. I've been up for about 30 minutes. I got some waffles down, getting some fuel in, got a little bit of electrolytes. I don't use anything fancy right now. Just got some Propel packets from the grocery store for like $5 for 10. Right now, I'm getting ready to go warm up. I'm gonna go warm up for about 2 miles around outside and then come back, shed some layers, switch shoes, and then get out for the run. I'm gonna be warming up in the Nike Pegasus. These are my favorite shoes probably to warm up in just because they are so flat and so close to the ground relative to other shoes that I run in. I get really good activation through my feet and lower legs, which I love before running fast. Warm up done, I actually felt really good. And so going with the Metaspeed Edge today. These shoes are just so fun to run in. And because I did so much of my marathon block in the fall in these shoes, I feel like I've gotten really, really efficient in them. My form is pretty dialed into these. And you know, this is one of those days where I could probably get away with wearing something a little, you know, worse, but you just gotta have fun sometimes. Got back from the cool down like 5-10 minutes ago. I'm gonna be breaking down this workout as I'm getting ready for work because I didn't leave myself too much time to get ready this morning. As you could tell from that last clip I recorded outside, I'm super happy with how that workout went. I think I averaged, I'll put it up on the screen, it was like 302, 303, something like that for 12 1Ks. I was super happy with how I executed this workout because after about 3 or 4 reps, I was feeling pretty bad actually.
Feeling a little stiff. Went 304, 304, 306 for 234. Let's go.
And I kind of started to let that get to me and like, you know, want to slow down, whatever. But I just stuck it out and then ended up feeling better starting around maybe rep 6, 7, or 8. That is one thing I've noticed with these longer workouts for marathon, half marathon type training is it kind of ebbs and flows with how you feel. Usually in like a hard 5K type of track session, like once you kind of start to feel bad, that's kind of it. At least for me, like I rarely feel better after that point. But on a day like today, I sort of had like a low point at rep number 4 and then it got better later. I even had a couple side stitches come up around reps 7 or 8 that I was able to work through and it was totally fine. So really exciting stuff.
Felt pretty rough on 3 and 4, but I've been feeling better since then. So 4 more, last 1/3 of the workout. Let's go. Look at that, nice day.
I knew I could average something in the 302 to 306 range. That was my prescribed pace, but I didn't really think I was going to be able to do it at the intended effort, which was like a threshold-ish effort. So to be able to hit the goal pace of the session at the goal effort was really exciting for me.
Oh man. Last rep done. I ended up running too far. I didn't see the lap. Split. Oh. Dude. I think on paper, that was probably one of the best workouts of my life. Let's go.
Definitely just a really good indicator that I'm on pace for hitting my goal in June. I have a lift after work as well, which TBD if I'm gonna be filming, but yeah, session number 1 done. Session number 2, weight room after work. Catch you guys later. We're back, it's Thursday evening now. As you could tell from everything I was saying yesterday, I was super happy with how the workout went in the morning. Doubled back to have a great session in the weight room after work as well. So overall, really good day of training yesterday. This morning, all I have is an 8-mile easy run, nothing fancy about it. Felt pretty good. Definitely a little bit sore from the workout and lift, but not as sore as I was expecting, which means I hit my nutrition well last night. I hit my nutrition well this morning, so feeling good. Now I'm gearing up for my second quality running session of the week, third quality session in general. I do count lifts in that category, absolutely. Tomorrow morning, I've got an 8-mile aerobic run with 6 all-out 10-second hill sprints after the run. These aerobic runs are a little bit different than a standard easy day. I'm targeting a very specific effort and heart rate zone. Typically, I'll do these on the treadmill just to keep it a really, really controlled environment. And I will aim to have my heart rate between 145 and 160 beats per minute, usually starting on the lower end of that and slowly working the pace down and working the heart rate up over the duration of that run. I'm gonna be running a ton of reps in the range of about 4:45 to 5-minute pace throughout the duration of this half marathon block to get really, really comfortable and locked in rhythm-wise on that average goal pace of 4:53 per mile for race day. However, I do think it's still really important to have variability in training and work those zones that are not just race pace and easy pace. This aerobic pace sort of bridges the gap between those two things and is a little extra stimulus for the body without being as taxing as a full-blown workout. This is one that I do pretty much every week and one that I think a lot of people can benefit from. It definitely is really important that you get it right, especially because I'm sandwiching it between a Wednesday workout and a Sunday workout. Highly recommend using a heart rate monitor if you're doing something like this. I think it's just the best way to gauge effort on a day when you really want to make sure you don't push things too hard. The COROS heart rate armband is the best. Highly recommend everybody pick one of those up. And while you're at it, go pick up a new GPS watch. Use my code CTEETER for a free watch band with any watch purchase. Help support the channel. After the run, like I said, I'm doing some all-out hill sprints. And when I say all out, I do mean literally all out. This is just a really, really good way to work on your form. The faster you get with your raw sprint speed, the easier a pace like half marathon pace feels on your legs.
Just finished up the hill sprints. This is one of those days where my legs felt pretty flat, no spring at all from a sprinting perspective. But that's not a bad thing. It's just an opportunity to focus on staying really relaxed. On days when I feel like that, I feel like I almost have to not try as hard to be able to run as fast on these hill sprints. So I was just focused on staying really relaxed, trying to take as many steps as possible while still getting my knees up, and then really trying to spend as little time on the ground on my forefoot as possible. And it was pretty good. These feel really productive, and I think they've helped a lot with my ankle stiffness and overall form in general. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Ooh, we got a car coming. Today was a little bit of an early start, so I'm actually already on the cool down for my Sunday long run / workout at the track now. Not sure how much I'm gonna be able to film because there's some other people running around and I don't really like getting up in people's business, but just did a 5-mile warm-up, throwing on the Vaporfly 3s, getting ready for 2x2 mile, 1x mile, all around 4:50 to 5-minute pace. Just gonna try to make this feel as easy as possible. And I've got 3 minutes rest between everything, so plenty of rest. Hopefully it feel good, but it's been a big week, so we'll see. Did the 2x2 miles in lane 7 using the COROS track mode, and then 1 mile in lane 1. Felt really good off the long 3-minute rest and ended up running on the faster end of prescribed paces. I think it was 9:43 for the first 2 mile, 9:39 for the second, and then 4:44 for the last mile. Just finished up literally 2 seconds ago. Ran the whole thing a little bit too fast, but it's really good rhythm practice, so very happy with today. Awesome week, man. Let's keep it rolling. Really, really happy to once again be on the faster side of prescribed paces. Got some really good quality, longer reps right around half marathon pace or a little bit faster. So as these weeks go on, I'm sure I'll slowly have longer and longer reps at that type of pace, and then also start to transition more of those longer reps off the track and onto the roads. Yeah, overall, really good session to close out 3 key running sessions for the week. I'll be doubling back in a couple hours for a weight room session, probably on the heavier side of the weights today. So yeah, we'll tap in later. Ooh. Busy, a lot of cars. Went for the structured 25s for the warm up and cool down. Very good shoes, good activation. You know the drill. Good day today. Catch you later.